apparently, this is the headline, Hunter Biden polling behind Trump, but ahead of George Santos in federal indictment primary. Fun.
The federal indictment primary.
Fun. So YouGov conducted a poll in conjunction with The Economist, and they wanted to gauge the favorability ratings of several figures, including Hunter Biden, former President Donald Trump, and Representative George Santos, all of whom are under federal indictment. So it's, a poll about potential criminals in government. Well, Hunter Biden is of course not in government, but he's related to the president of the United States. So the son of Joe Biden reached a plea deal with federal prosecutors. This happened when I was on vacation, so I don't know too many details about it. I purposely did not read the news while I was on break.
It's a couple of tax charges and something having to do with possessing a gun while on illegal drugs and stuff like that.
Got it.
He shouldn't have owned the gun.
And then obviously selling out the United States to China.
That's the one I always forget. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have hard proof. Marjorie Greene saw it in a room. She can't show you, but she saw it.
So the poll was conducted among 1,500 US respondents, adults, of course, between June 24th and June 27th. The Hunter Biden entry appears under the survey's favorability of public figures section, which features 9 people, including Trump and Santos. The president's son is the only person among the 9 who is neither an elected official nor a candidate for office. So despite the very low favorables, Hunter Biden is still polling ahead of Santos in the non-existent federal indictment primary. Santos, who was charged last month with fraud, money laundering, and other offenses, has just 11% favorability. However, Trump leads the two by a wide margin, 43%.
Yeah.
Jesus. Now let's get to Hunter. And that's it. Hunter polled ahead of Santos, but behind. I don't know. It doesn't say. It's weird.
Okay. I am fascinated by the 11% who are like, George Santos, I like him. I want to see more from that kid. I think he's got potential. George Santos would be, like, obviously the stuff that he has done and is alleged to have done is not nearly as bad as a lot of other politicians. What are you gonna say?
Okay, so not surprisingly, just 14% of respondents said they had a favorable view of Hunter Biden. Just 4% said they have a very favorable view, and 10% said they have a somewhat favorable view. 2/3 said they have either a somewhat or very unfavorable view of Hunter Biden.
I don't understand why you would have a very favorable view of Hunter Biden.
I don't think about Hunter Biden ever. The only time I think about Hunter Biden is when Republicans force me to, and I take their accusations seriously. It's like, okay, great, awesome, show me the evidence. Where is the quid pro quo that you guys are talking about? Okay, oh, you don't have an answer for that. Then please stop making me think about Hunter Biden.
Yeah, show me the evidence if you want me to believe that it's true. And if you want me to just extend you goodwill as we wait to find out for another 6 months or 2 years, provide some evidence to me that you care about family members of prominent politicians making money off of their positions in cases that don't involve Joe Biden. Like, honestly, say a single word about Jared Kushner and his investment deal with the Saudi government, which is it's exponentially more money than what you say Hunter Biden was able to get.
I mean, the whole trademark situation with Ivanka Trump in China. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and by the way, I understand that, like, from 1,000 miles up, what I just did seems like whataboutism. I don't think it is, because we know that Jared Kushner did this.
Yeah.
It's not being alleged to be a crime because the system is set up in a way that you're allowed to do this sort of thing. But he obviously did it. He shouldn't be allowed to do it. If Hunter Biden actually did what they say, then lock him up. I literally don't care what happens to Hunter Biden at all.
I don't either. They're all crooks, guys. They're all crooks. Like, I have no loyalty to any of these people. They're disgusting. The fact that Hunter Biden was given this cushy job on the board of Burisma, yeah, it's terrible, but it's not illegal.
Yeah.
Right? So if you find that gross, I agree with you. But you can't have a double standard. If you find that nepotism gross in regard to Hunter Biden, you have to have the same feeling toward Trump's family members getting appointed to literal executive branch positions as aides, staffers, advisors. Come on.
That they have no qualifications for.
No qualifications for whatsoever.
Which is not just a corporate gig. It is literally being vested with government power.
Right, exactly.
But they don't care. They don't care.
I know, and I just want this is the brain rot that we're now dealing with, because we've all been, again, conditioned to fight each other over stuff that has no impact on our lives. Right, like, and by the way, I'm guilty of this too. I remember just being so obsessive of like every like Trump investigation. I got to keep like every day giving you updates on it. I don't care anymore. Like, it's not that I don't care. I will report on it when like important big things happen.
Sure.
But I think before there was this obsession with it because it was like the most important thing to do is to rid the country of Donald Trump or rid the government of Donald Trump. And it just never plays out the way you're hoping it's gonna play out, because people in positions of power or those connected to those in positions of power get treated differently by the justice system.
They do.
Doesn't matter if they're Democrats, doesn't matter if they're Republicans. It is what it is. That is the situation that we're dealing with.
Sure, I would say I hope some of that wears off, because I do think that holding particularly the president accountable is a very important duty. It's something that TYT has taken very seriously since it literally started through Republican, then Democrat, then Republican, and now Democrat administrations.
Yeah, we're nonpartisan in hating these people.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.